Empire. This is the Benin Empire Advancement League, the home of all Benins. I hope you people are having a good weekend. And with me today is our Vice President, Mr. Osamudiame Maui Orupe. So
Good morning.
You're welcome, sir. We are going to be talking general today about politics, about just few advice for the Nigerians today, not only the Benin, but the Nigerians around the world. And yes, and there's a lot of things that is happening in Nigeria. But before I handle the microphone to my Honorable Vice President, I would like to say this. Nigeria is our home. Nigeria is our country. Nigeria is our nation. As it is, we doesn't have any other nation. So we all have to join hands to protect Nigeria and to make sure we build Nigeria, to restore the dignity of Nigeria, the dignities of Nigeria, because Nigeria has a very, very bad reputation in the whole world. So we have to join hands, and not just the politicians, because we know, I can tell you, or I can say this, 85% of the politicians we are having today does really mean well for Nigeria. The problem there is we are the people voting these politicians into power. We have to mind the way we vote people into power. And we have to mind the way we support candidates, not because of what he did before or his qualification. He doesn't need to have a professor or a doctor to qualify for the presidency of a nation. I'm saying this because of experience, because we have people who are less privileged but have the knowledge to rule that nation, to build that nation. So there's a lot of things we have to be putting into consideration. Not the way a person manages his own business, not that way he can be able to manage the affairs of the nation. Because I can see these sentiments in every angle of the Nigerian public. When you see people like the former vice president or the vice president, you know, I think it's high time we remove religion from our politics and put the human being in the forefront of everything we are doing, not just religion, and then not the way people are educated, and not the way people are rich. They can be able to manage that nation. So thank you, and I will leave the floor for our Honorable Vice President. So you are welcome, sir. The floor is open for you, sir.
Good morning, everybody, all around the world. I want to thank everybody for keeping faith with us all this while, and then want to thank our members. Want to thank those who take our time to watch our videos, give us feedbacks, comments, and all that. I want to thank you guys. You're doing absolutely wonderful. Thank you very much. This morning, I just wanted us to, take this morning as a morning where we can soberly reflect on the things that are happening in Nigeria. Rest in peace to all those who were victims of the bomb blast, to those who were killed in the southeastern states of Imo, Enugu, and Anambra, to those who were killed in Benue, and those that have been killed in southern Kaduna, and all around every part of Nigeria. My condolences to their families. It is becoming a disgrace, an international disgrace, a global disgrace, because the killings in Nigeria has actually put into question certain things. For instance, what is the value of the life of an average Nigerian? How valuable is the life of an average Nigerian?
Exactly.
Let's take, for instance, the bombing, the terrorist attack on the train that was heading, I mean, the Abuja Kaduna train or whatever it is. You know, I listened to the Minister of Transport and Railway, Honorable Rotimi Amechi, and he said something about having presented, you know, is it a memo or something, but the purchase of surveillance equipment, you know, security equipment to be placed, sensors and all that to be placed on the train track and all that. And it was not granted. Now, we could not grant a 3 billion naira request that would have saved a lot of lives. Now, lives were lost, train track was destroyed, train coaches were destroyed, the image of Nigeria is battered. There is no confidence anymore from the citizens. Nobody wants to board a train that he or she is not sure of security. The roads are not motorable.
Exactly.
You can't even fly those roads, you can't even travel on those roads anymore because criminals have taken over federal roads, state roads. So people resorted to using the rail network, and we've seen what is going on. Now, this is not the first time the trains have been attacked in Nigeria. This year alone, we probably would have had about 3.
Exactly.
And Professor Yemi Oshibajo was the one who presided over that meeting, Federal Executive Council meeting, that refused to grant the request to purchase those equipments. Now, if you think, because I've been reading a lot of things, that the company that was supposed to be the supplier of this equipment, you feel they didn't have a track record. Okay, what other things what solutions did you prefer? Did you just shut down the request and, you know, just moved on because you do not apply those trains? Because if the argument was that the company didn't have the value for such a transaction, they don't have a track record for such a transaction, did you tell the minister to go source for a company that has that value, that is capable to handle such a transaction? Because that is what leadership is.
Exactly.
Now, that did not happen. The request was turned down, not granted. And you all moved on with your lives as if nothing was at stake. The vice president who presided over the meeting knew fully well that that Abuja Kaduna part of the railway network was always prone to terrorist attacks. So it was not just enough for him to have turned down the request to purchase those security equipment. It was not enough. Because that is not the only company. If your argument was that that company was not capable enough, is that the only company in the country?
No.
These politicians just choose. They just choose to make life miserable.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm calling out the vice president is because he is a pastor.
Exactly.
And he should have compassion. Because if you are a Christian, one of the pillars of Christianity is truth and compassion, love. You should have love for the people. You do not play politics with the lives of the people. If the minister had made a proposal and you felt that the company was not good enough, as a father, as a minister that you are, what would it cost you to call the minister aside and say, hey, Honorable Rotimi, this company is not good enough. Let's have another company that can supply us this thing. Maybe a company that has a track record.
Yes.
Then if we do not have a company that has a track record, is it by force for us to even use a company?
No.
Government procure this thing directly. Must we always play this stupid politics? That's the problem. When we were buying the super Tucanos, did we use middlemen?
No.
Why is it difficult for us to buy these things? We are acting as if this thing is rocket science. It is disgraceful.
Exactly.
The ministry could have just gone straight and procured this equipment without the middleman. Now we have to pay for the loans that these men have used to build these rail tracks. Now we have to pay now for an additional loan that they will take to fix the rail tracks.
Exactly.
Pay for an additional loan that probably will be used to procure new coaches. Now we have not even talked about the human value. Doctor was killed. Do you know how much it takes to train a medical doctor in Nigeria? Professionals were killed. Do you know how much it takes to train these professionals? Because we have irresponsible men in power. Very irresponsible men. They don't care because they don't use those trains. They don't care because they don't use the highways. They are locked up in Abuja. Anytime they are going, they hop into private jets and be flying up and down. So they don't care what an average Nigerian is facing. And it's a shame on those in leadership, because we continue to lose people. And now the whole scenario has been turned into politics by the shameless governor of Kaduna State, who himself has passed that he had gone out of his way to settle these terrorists. So he knows where they are. He has their control. He spent Nigeria's money to go and settle terrorists. And yet these terrorists keep killing people in southern Kaduna. He receives security votes.
Exactly.
Rufai should come out and tell Nigerians what he does with security votes, because he's a disgraceful human being. He has no conscience. These men, how do we, ordinary citizens, sit down in our corners to pick our phone and defend these men on social media? That is what seemed to baffle me.
Yes.
With all their failures, we can still see some Nigerians sit down in their corner and defend these incompetent men. Is this happening? But it's a reflection of the kind of people we are. Because these people we have in leadership today is a reflection of the kind of people we are. We are dishonest,
Exactly.
we are tribal bigots, we are religious bigots. We prefer our own thief. When it's our own thief, when it's our own murderer, when it's our own fraudster, we do not come out to accuse, to call them out. But we prefer pointing fingers on other people's thieves, other people's murderers. So you criticize today based on which side you belong.
Exactly.
The same APC that hounded Goodluck Jonathan, the incompetent Goodluck Jonathan, anyway, that hounded him, are the same APC saying today that we have to pray. Didn't they know that we have to pray in Jonathan's time? Now we've given them power. We've given them power and they have done worse than Jonathan. But Nigerians should also not forget that it is the failures of Jonathan that brought these bloodsuckers into government. It is the failure of Jonathan himself. Because when Jonathan was there as a president, he refused to protect people.
Yes.
His ministers who were doing the right thing, he refused to protect them. Apart from the corruption that was hanging on Ihejirika's head at that time. We were of the opinion that General Ihejirika was doing a lot of things. But they just kept shouting that, oh, the military is killing our children.
Exactly.
And Jonathan at that time did not look at the situation critically. He kicked the man out. When he was supposed to appoint Mr. Arase as Inspector General of Police.
Yes, he refused.
He bypassed Arase and chose Mohammed, or whatever that one's name is. Very incompetent Inspector General of Police.
Yes.
Until when he lost the election, he relieved that IGP and now appointed Arase. Let's go to the power sector. When we had battered, who did so well in a few months, he was Minister of Power, increased generation, and we started seeing stability in electricity supply. Some people started shouting, what did Goodluck Jonathan do? He relieved Batinaji of his job. He was so lily-livered, he could not protect people. Let's go to the National Population Commission. When the former Nigerian Bureau's chief, who was appointed National Population Commission, when he was appointed, he made a statement that the census figures, the census figures we've always had been distorted.
Yes.
Did not started shouting. Same Jonathan relieved that man of his duties. Let us go to the banking sector. We had Sanusi, who exposed the fraud in the banking sector.
Yes.
Who tried to sanitize the banking sector. Who introduced people-friendly policies in the banking sector. Certain individuals started shouting. What did Jonathan do? He hounded Sanusi and kicked him out.
Yes. Not only kicked him out.
That brought these incapable people into government. That is the truth. And Nigerians must begin to accept the truth and stop being foolish. Stop being sentimental, because the facts are there. Under Jonathan, we sold crude at $120 per barrel for almost 4 years, yet he was borrowing to pay salaries. He was borrowing to pay salaries. You had the wrong set of people. You didn't have the experience, and people who had experience were giving you advice. You failed to listen. You surrounded yourself by ethnic bigots.
Yes.
People like Edwin Clark, who never meant well for you. So the Jonathan presidency was seen as an Ijaw presidency.
Yes.
Instead of a Nigerian presidency. So we blame Buhari today for surrounding himself with incompetent Fulanis. But did our own brother not do the same thing? What's the difference?
It's exactly the same thing.
Today is that Buhari is protecting his own people, irrespective of the fact that they are incompetent. If Jonathan had protected the competent people he had in his government, we wouldn't have had this calamity called Buhari today. That is the truth. But nobody wants to say it. And it's disgraceful, because Nigeria is descending so low.
Yes.
Look at what is happening in the Southeast. The ESN, the IPOP, whatever they are, those disgruntled elements who call themselves freedom fighters, but watch, appeal so far at their own people. The same people they say they want to set free. What is the difference between ESN, IPOP, Nigerian police, Nigerian army? There is no difference.
On the ISWAP, there's no difference.
Because the Nigerian army and the police is in the Southeast killing people. The ESN and the IPOP are in the Southeast killing people. There is no difference. Yet people come online to defend IPOP and ESN. Now you say that the government is failing to label the terrorists. They are calling them bandits.
Yes, they are terrorists.
In the Southeast, you are calling criminals unknown gunmen. What the hell is unknown gunmen? These guys are murderers.
Yes.
They're terrorists, just like the terrorists in the North. But the North calls the terrorists bandits. The Southeast calls the terrorists unknown gunmen. So there is no difference between the North and the South. We are all bigots. We are all dishonest citizens. We are also enablers of evil. That is the truth. The president that cannot mobilize the military to crush the terrorists in the north, because according to El Rufai, those people are not calling for secession. They are doing business.
Yes, it's a very big business.
That orders the military to go and crush people in the southeast. This same president, and yet we see southerners and northerners rallying around the president with his so many flaws and failures. He cannot protect the people in the north. He cannot protect the people in the east. He has not protected the people in the south. He cannot even protect the people in the southwest. And the incompetent Professor Oshibajo,
yes,
down there, while his own state, Ogun State, is being ravaged by criminal gangs. When Hanifa was abducted and killed, they know how to go to the north. But when a lady was abducted and killed for ritual purposes in his own Ogun State, he didn't go and visit the family. That is the hypocrisy of that Oshibajo, the pastor Oshibajo. He is willing to sell his own people because of power.
exactly.
And there are a lot of politicians in the southwest like that. Chief of them is Tinubu. Chief of them is Tinubu. So we should not pretend, because it is easy for people to point hands at Buhari and Buhari's government and point hands at the Fulanis and blame them for all our woes. But the Fulanis are not the only people ruling the country.
Yes, so.
Some of them are Yorubas, some of them are Edmonds, some of them are Igbos.
Igbos, yes.
The Fulanis are not the governors of the South. That is the reality. The governors in the South, Southeast, Southwest, have been receiving security votes. What have they done with the monies? Because viewers, I want you all to critically listen to the things that I'm saying this morning. Exactly. And put tribalism and bigotry, religious sentiments aside. And critically listen to the things that I'm saying this morning. Because the evil that is coming, it is not going to identify a Yoruba man, an Igbo man, or Hausa man, a Fulani man, a Edo man, or an APC or a PDP. Bullet does not recognize tribes.
No.
It does not recognize religion. These terrorists would go and kill anybody. They are not going to ask you, what tribe are you from?
No, never.
Because so far, so good, the terrorists, these people have killed Fulanis. They've killed Hausas. They've killed Yorubas. They've killed all sorts of people. They don't ask you what tribe you are from. They don't ask you which religion you belong to. They just kill you. So it is high time for us to put religious sentiment aside and look at the critical issues that is affecting this country. Because our foolishness is getting too much. Exactly. If we're correct upstairs, if Nigerians were using their senses, nobody is going to queue behind PDP and APC. No sensible Nigerian will queue behind PDP and APC. But I'm telling you the truth, an average Nigerian is not a sensible human being. We queue behind those people, we vote for them, they will lament. Then 4 years comes again, we queue behind them, we vote for them, and we lament. Only foolish people do the same thing always and expect a different result.
Yes.
Only a fool does that. It is only a fool that would keep voting for criminals and expect them to act like saints. Only a fool does that. We witnessed the violence that happened in the Abuja Stadium. Although the Ghanaian media was able to misrepresent the situation and paint a picture that Nigerians were attacking Ghanaians. That's irresponsible journalism. If Nigerians wanted to attack Ghanaians, do you think that Ghanaians will escape that stadium that day?
No, never.
But not escape it. I don't understand what is wrong with Africans.
Yes.
Now we sit down and just whip up sentiments. And I had to tell a couple of my colleagues in the industry in Ghana that come. The Nigerians were not going after Ghanaians. What you witnessed that day was a frustration.
Yes.
Of an average Nigerian. Frustration with the fact that nothing seems to work. The only thing that seems to bring unity and happiness to the Nigerian people is football. Now, even that now is not working.
Sorry, I'm laughing.
That is the reason why the people were frustrated. The people were not after Ghanaians. If the people were after Ghanaians, Ghanaians wouldn't have survived the onslaught. Nigerians were not after Ghanaians. And even when the whole thing happened, because I had to even talk to a couple of people who were in the stadium, what really happened, some journalists, and they told me how Nigerian journalists had to protect their own Ghanaian journalists, their Ghanaian colleagues. But no media outfit in Ghana is saying that. Because there is this natural hatred for Nigerians.
Yes.
And it's being promoted by the Ghanaian media. And for some of us who are half Nigerians and half Ghanaians, it puts us in a situation where we have to begin to, spend so much energy trying to explain to both sides, because it's becoming so problematic. Now, some of us, we have to call ourselves and we begin to discuss Nigeria and Ghana when we have so many important issues to even. I'm not even happy Nigeria did not qualify to the World Cup.
Exactly, somehow.
So that we can have time to look at these issues that is disturbing us. Football is not Nigeria's problem right now. Because when the match was going on, there was still a terrorist attack. The media didn't talk about it. The media was talking about qualification. Our house is burning. And you people are talking football. Are you okay?
No.
Let's leave that matter. Let's go to the elections in the new states, because that's another issue that has been, I just look at some of the things that is happening in the state, and I just, you see, we Benin, we must understand something, that we are becoming an embarrassment to our ancestors.
Yes, so I said it yesterday.
We must understand that we are becoming embarrassment to our ancestors. Because when you look back at the things that our forefathers have achieved, and you look at the present day Benin man, something is very wrong.
Exactly.
Something is absolutely wrong with us. I look at social media. I look at people from the EPN always attacking Obaseki, always putting out things just to whip up sentiment. Some of these people sit in Europe and criticize governments. It's not even constructive criticism, because if it was constructive criticism, there wouldn't have been a problem.
Yes.
But you people wake up, hit up the polity. Now, I'm not holding brief for Governor Obaseki, because he also is a disappointment.
Yes.
Because there are certain things that I expect him to do, having a background in business. Because most people do not know that the Dangote we all shout today, most of his successes was as a result of the services that was provided as a consultant. Services Obaseki and his company provided as a consultant. Most people don't know. There are so many things we are talking about today. It was Obaseki's government consultancy firm was involved in a lot of success stories. So him coming into government, I expected him to do certain things. But he is slow. His communication people are disillusioned. Apart from Sarah Igumbo and a few other people that I know, the communication team of the governor does not seem to exist.
Yes.
The only person that seems to talk every day on social media is Sarah Igumbo. The remaining people, they are nowhere to be found. Or sometimes Esosa Ewere comes and, do one or two things on behalf of the government. Where is the Minister of Information?
Yes.
Nowhere to be found. His job is to carry the people along, inform the people on the things that the governor is doing. It is his inability to do his job. That is why you have the people, the EPM people, who are sore losers, going about, and they must understand something. If you destroy that state today, you have nowhere to go.
Exactly.
If you destroy that state today, because Izenyamu did not become governor, you have nowhere to go. Are we that foolish that we don't understand simple things? If Obaseki succeeds today, it is Edo State that succeeds.
Exactly.
It is not APC, it's not PDP. I don't care about those parties. I don't give a damn about those parties. Because in the last 22 years, we've seen failures on both sides. As far as I'm concerned, they are the same evil. It's just that they are different sides of a coin. Same coin. And that's the reality. Now let's leave Nigerian Wahala and let's go to the Volta region. Because the Benins in Volta region, who are the Evans themselves, are another bunch of disappointments.
Yes.
Because you see, when certain things happen in the Volta region, and I begin to look at my people and I see the way they behave, I begin to ask, is something wrong with us? Just some few days ago in Akachi, we witnessed a tough war between the Akachi Abo youths and another set of youths who were going on a funeral procession. And one set of youths were attacking the other. Now, I'm not saying that Evers attacked Gazo or Evers attacked Ashantis. I'm saying Evers attacked Evers.
Yes.
It is a disgrace that we are fighting over things that are not
relevant.
It's just irresponsibility. It doesn't make sense. Meanwhile, Keta is having problems. You go to Ho is having problems. You go to Sogakope is having problems. When I was going for my grandma's funeral, my auntie and my grandma's funeral, some 2 weeks ago, or about 3 weeks ago, we dodged over 300 potholes. From the Adomi Bridge to Sokode, we dodged over 300 potholes. We have illustrious sons and daughters from the Volta region. They are not doing anything. We blame them that they are not doing anything. But in our own little corners, what have we done?
Yes. Good.
Because I have had people criticize my uncle and say that Toby Afede has not done anything. Toby Afede does not do anything for the people. Toby Afede went to buy Accra Hearts of Oak. Toby Afede did this. He is not doing that. I know that he has done a lot for the people of Hope. I know he has done a lot for Evers. Now, I'm not saying this because he's my uncle or because we share the same family. I've not even met Toby Afede for a while now. He is our father. He's our uncle. He's our son. But the rate at which we attack him, the Ashanti, if you go to Kumasi, there's a lot of problem there. But you don't see the people attacking Otunfo anyhow. But we Eves, we use our own traditional rulers.
Yes.
Our uncles, our fathers, our brothers, our sons. We use them like as punching bags. If you are not attacking Tobe Afede, you are attacking Tobe Siri. You are just attacking everybody. Meanwhile, we as indigents in the various townships and various villages in the Volta region, we are not contributing anything to the success story of our land. Then we expect people who have worked so hard to build their companies outside the Volta region, we expect them to repatriate the money to Volta region and come and develop the place. Who does that? Develop which place? If I am an investor, with the stories coming out from Akachi, will I be happy to build a factory in Akachi? Knowing fully well that someday these youths will begin to carry guns and cutlass and killing themselves and in the process burn down my factory. I won't do that. I'm not going to do that. That's the reality. And we need to begin to say these things because whether you are a Gan, whether you are an Ewe, whether you are a Fon, whether you are an Esa, you are a Bini, we are all Binis.
Yes.
And anything that affects an Ewe man affects an Esa man in Nigeria. Anything that affects a Bini man affects a Gadangbe in Accra. We must all begin to sit down and begin to talk to each other and see how we can promote businesses, promote our culture amongst ourselves, how we can lift each other up. Because for me, it's something I've always done. As long as you're a Benin man, I'm less concerned about your ethnic group. Exactly. I think of how I'm going to help you better your life. If you have businesses, I patronize your business. I have been able to give some of my Ewe brothers links to businesses in Nigeria, and they've been successful. They've been able to go, buy things, bring to Ghana and sell, and their businesses are thriving. And the same thing I've always done for our Benin brothers and sisters who are in Nigeria. Because for me, that is the only way we can get ourselves out of the shackles that we are in. Because you see, a lot of injustice has been done to the Benin man.
Yes.
By the Europeans, by our own fellow African brothers. That's the reality. Whether you are a Benin man in Nigeria, whether you are a Benin man in Togo, whether you are a Benin man in Benin Republic, whether you are a Benin man in Ghana, we have our own African brothers doing so much injustice to us. And they do these things because we have not presented a united front.
Exactly.
And that is why when I looked at what happened in Akachi some few days ago, I was so pissed off. So pissed off. My people are beginning to disgrace themselves. You see, in Ghana, we pride ourselves as the most educated class. Yes, and every man is the most educated. But how much of that education is seen in our behavior? How much of that education is seen in our behavior? That an every man will carry cutlass, carry sticks and dangerous weapon, using it on his own fellow brother. It's a disgrace, it's an embarrassment. It's distasteful. It's irresponsibility. And I hope my Ewe brothers listening to this broadcast this morning begin to sit down and use our head. Instead of fighting and killing yourselves, you should sit down on a round table and iron things out. And stop behaving like touts and thugs. Because the Volta region is one of the most underdeveloped regions in Ghana.
Yes.
We have more important things to do than to be fighting ourselves.
Exactly.
Our people, our brothers, our uncles can't farm. The sea is encroaching, is taking over a lot of places in Keta. Now you have everybody moving down to Ho. Even in Ho, we don't even have housing that can accommodate people. And instead of us to think about the things that affect us as Ewe men, we are fighting each other. Something must be wrong with our heads.
Yes.
That's the truth. Because me as a Vedome, I cannot just imagine myself carrying a stick and hitting it on an Anglo man. I can't imagine myself do that. Then how much more same people from the same town? You understand? Picking up sticks and hitting themselves. All in the name of tough war. I mean, it doesn't make sense. And the politicians are there, they're not even saying anything. Because all they think about is 4 years, how to come and lie to you and take your vote and disappear. Most of them don't even come to the voter region. The only time they come is maybe special occasions or when they want to come and do campaign. They come again and lie to us. We've been voting NDC for over 20-something years. And all they have always been doing is to lie to us. Nothing more. Okay, me, if the Votarians like, if Evers like, let them do the right thing. If they like, they should keep killing themselves. When we kill ourselves, finish, and other people begin to attack us, we'll now start saying that accounts hate us, accounts are attacking us. Are we not attacking ourselves?
Yes, exactly.
When an Ewe man is dating an Ewe lady and he's maltreating her and he's treating her as an object, tomorrow, when another tribe is doing the same thing to your Ewe sister, you begin to say, these people are doing this. You yourself, are you not doing the same thing to your sister? When an Ewe man is duping his brother and somebody else does it, you will go and be pointing hand at those people. But you yourself, you are doing it to your own brothers and sisters.
Exactly.
It's hypocrisy. Back to Edo State, Mr. President. You know, there's elections, local government elections coming.
Yes, I know that.
Edo people. In short, why am I saying Edo people? Benin's.
Benin's, yes.
Use your brain. Use your head. The last dispensation, we saw House of Rep members who left their primary responsibility and was engaged in partisan politics.
Yes.
They did not represent you for over 2 years. They went to sit down in Abuja. Instead of them to be doing what the things people voted them for. Benin, use your head and use it wisely. This our coconut head, let it begin to work and elect the right set of people.
Yes.
Because when a political platform is just a platform used to seek votes, immediately he wins and gets into office, he ceases to represent his political party. He is now a representative of everybody, irrespective of their political coloration. These irresponsible politicians that we are voting for should know that. Okay, yeah, Mr. President, that's all I want to say today about the issues that are happening.
Okay.
I want the Ruth Matthew issue with Pastor Fufe Fenyi or whatever his name is. I don't even, but you see, that issue, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to talk now because I'm also listening to a couple of my colleagues who are journalists, who are doing a couple of things, and I want to, see what they are going to come up
Okay.
with. You know?
Okay.
We can fully take a position, because this thing happened in Delta State, and it's Benin land.
Yes.
And any illegality that happens on Benin land, we must bring it out for the people.
Yes.
And I've gathered this thing happened 3 years ago. This pastor never said a word until it was blown out of proportion on social media. Now, my anger with the man is not because I feel that he has stolen somebody's child. My anger is that I feel that he's not handling the situation the way he should handle the situation.
Okay.
That's my anger. And that you have to hound somebody with police, abduct the person Rambo style, bring the person from Abuja to Benin, and before we say Jack Robinson, you have transferred the person to Delta. Those are my issues. You say you are a man of God.
That shouldn't happen.
And most of these people are behaving like thugs.
Yes.
Well, Mr. President, that is matters arising on the political front, today. So, if there's anything you want to,
yes, I still have a little to add to it. In the issue of the election in Edo State, a few years back, we were also discussing about this election, talking to our people to let them understand the meaning of voting for somebody into a certain power. Because immediately you give up your vote, you cannot get your vote back. You can do whatever you want to do. Your vote has been counted. And it's very, very wise to choose a candidate that you know that is not corrupt. Whether that candidate is your relation or your enemy or anything you call him, if you know he or she can do the job, don't hesitate not to vote for him. Because we have been seeing what is happening in the House of Rep, everywhere, in the local government, even in the councils. We have been seeing what has been happening there. Yes, you talked about Obaseki. I said something yesterday in my live broadcast, and I thank him for not letting the Fulanis use our land for open grazing, because it's not everybody can understand what is really going on in that area. And we only know what the news men are telling us. What really is going on the ground, nobody knows about it. There are so many forces working on the ground to make sure things doesn't function in Nigeria, because the more we are in chaos, the more these people benefit from our chaos. Any government or any local government that is having problems, other people will start profiting from their problems.
Exactly.
That is what is happening in Nigeria. As long as it is that Nigeria is in chaos, our politicians, they are profiting from our chaos.
Yes, exactly.
Because Nigeria has one of the largest army in Africa, yes, and also has one of the well-equipped army in Africa.
Exactly.
So somebody cannot just tell me they cannot take up this ice web or whatever they call them.
Exactly, sir.
Nobody can tell me that. Osinbayo cannot tell me that. Stonebu cannot tell me that. And Aero 5, I can remember when I think in this middle belt state, what state is this? I think Kogi State, yeah, in Kogi State, where they were, or is it Benue? Where is it? I think 2 years ago, there was something that was going on there, up with this headman, with this terrorist. when this governor was crying out, day in and day out, that the Nigerian army should intervene.
Yeah.
The federal government didn't really come out to intervene. The list they were doing, they were even attacking this governor that he is not giving his best to protect his people. We want people to understand, because most of these things that is happening in Nigeria is being sponsored. Okay, when El-Rufai come out that time to say we have to start paying these terrorists, settle them, do this, do that. What did he think? Did he think when settling these terrorists, they will just go back and go and have their sleep? They will use this money to buy more sophisticated equipment, weapons, because this is a very, very good business for these people. So this is not what is happening to El-Rufai. He shouldn't blame anybody or blame any government. We are losing our people. These are our people we are losing day in and day out. El-Rufai is being protected with armored vehicles and others. Yeah. But these citizens, our citizens are not.
Exactly.
So we have to, we the Nigerians, we have to start standing up for ourselves, for our people, not for these politicians. Because I can see what is going on now. People are putting Tinubu forward. Is Tinubu not part of this government, the party ruling this Nigeria?
Instrumental in bringing this government.
Yes.
Putting this government, he was instrumental.
Yes.
Because he takes pride in the fact that, and it's one of the things that his Yoruba supporters do.
Yes.
Tinubu, why do you want to be made president?
Yes.
So if you take pride in the fact that the man was instrumental in bringing this government into this, you should also take pride in the evil. Because when we begin to point fingers at him, you don't say that, no, he's not the president. But you're not the president, but you are the one that is showing buga that without our man, he wouldn't have been president. So your man is instrumental in the bringing of chaos. The chaos we witness today, the failures we witness today. It shows that Tinubu himself had a very bad sense of judgment.
Yes.
And everything he did so far was for his own selfish gains.
Exactly.
And that is why Nigerians should use their brain. Use your senses. Don't let these people come with, because they have a very solid media machinery.
Yes.
And in the past few days, I've been seeing all the nonsense that they have been doing. For some of them, we know their modus operandi.
Yes.
We are not going to fold our arms to let them do the same things they've been doing.
No, never.
As I'm speaking, people are grouping together. It is not left for Nigerians to use their brain, because groups will do what they can do. You are the ones that will go out there to vote.
Yes.
If you these criminals, that's your headache. Because when it begins to bite, when police begin to harass your children, when rapists begin to rape your daughters, when armed robbers begin to break into your homes, when the Awawa boys and the whatever boys, 1 million boys spread across the country,
yes,
and the touts, when they begin to attack you people, to make life unbearable for you, some of us will just sit back and be looking, because we want you. Go out there, vote. Don't go. Protect your votes.
Exactly.
Mobilize yourselves. Compound to streets, streets to local government development areas, to your local government. Mobilize yourselves. And begin to cast your vote for people who have common sense.
Yes.
Not these men who keep looting billions, and yet die and leave the billion. Because it's only a select person that will loot so much money, and we still die and leave the money. Sometimes I want to leave the money. Go with this money now.
They can't go anywhere with the money.
It just shows how senseless they are. I mean, I don't know.
No. The problem of average Nigeria is just when we see money, when we see 5,000 naira, we think that's the end of the road. Let me put it this way. The Nigerian government or the Nigeria constitution have to be amended about election gift. When the election is coming, you see all the candidates presenting gift.
It's there, Mr. President, those laws are there. Nigeria has one of the best constitution in the world. People should stop lying. The problem is not the constitution of the country. Yeah. The problem it is the implementation
of the constitution. Yes, I understand.
Nigeria has one of the best constitution in the world. You see, there are certain things that people put out there because the average Nigerian is not educated. He might be illiterate. He might know how to read and write. He might have a PhD.
Yes.
But does that mean educated?
No, it's not. It's not education.
Educated. People just put things out there, and everybody. Nigeria Nigeria restructuring as we speak is right there in that constitution. If you read the constitution very, very well, it's right there. The constitution already says that the governors are the chief security officers of the states.
Yes.
So what does that mean? It means that the governor has the responsibility of providing security for his state.
People. Yes.
They don't need to wait for the federal government. But you see, those governors don't want to provide security for their states. You see, the system is not broken. People need to understand that the system is not broken. The system was created to function the way it's functioning.
Yes.
The governors, and the president are in the same camp. All of them.
Yes.
Party. They want you to be killed. They want you to be harassed by the police. They want you to be harassed by thugs and touts, because it is only when you are subdued.
Yes.
They can carry out their nefarious activities. That's the truth. We keep shouting and talking and you see, I just look at us sometimes. Have gotten us in a corner. They've gotten us where they want us.
Yes, that's what many people doesn't really understand.
And they're having a field day. They are enjoying everything. Forget about what your state governors come out to do and shed crocodile tears. They are all the same.
Yes. Yeah.
They want to maintain the status quo. They don't want you to have electricity, because when you have electricity, you begin to think normal like a human being.
Yes.
They want you to have security, because when you have security, you begin to act normal like a human being. They want you to spend your whole day working for your daily bread, looking for money to buy fuel so that you can sleep at night.
So that you don't think of how to take down the government.
Accountable. That is what this political class, the ruling class, are doing.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, we say they are incompetent, but it's a conscious incompetence. It's
yes.
Conscious. They are not incompetent because they do not have what it takes. They are incompetent because they consciously do not want to be competent.
Yes.
They need talks to harass you. Do you think they don't know all those talks?
Oh, they know exactly who they are.
Cultists. Some of them are patrons for these thugs and cultists. Have we not seen the things Oluoma has done in Lagos? He's not associating himself with Tinubu. Has Tinubu ever come out to denounce him for one day?
No.
That's the reality. The same thing in Edo State. We saw what Oshomole was doing then. These people are moving hand in hand with these talks. We've seen the interview, the confessions made by Kabaka.
Yes.
Let's not pretend. You see, that's the problem. We pretend. We need to be first honest with ourselves. That is the first step to finding a lasting solution to our problems. We need to be first honest with ourselves. I have always told people, the ruling class is not my problem. The masses are my problem.
Yes.
Because the masses enjoy the horse whips. They enjoy being whipped with scorpions. They enjoy being degraded. They enjoy every demeaning and things that is poured upon them.
Yes.
The masses enjoy being insulted. That's the truth. Because it is these same masses that defend the people, that put them in perpetual poverty. These same masses.
Yes.
When you look at the Igbos, they will defend their Igbo governors and
Exactly.
blame the Fulani man for their problem. But in the last 22 years, is it the Hausa and Fulani that has been governors in Igbo land?
No, not at all.
Go to Aba. Go and see how terrible that place is. Go to Onitsha. Are the Fulanis responsible for the chaos going on in the southeast? No.
No, not at all.
But you always want to blame the Fulani anyway. The same thing in Edo State.
Yes.
The same thing in Yoruba land. You blame the Fulani for everything. But are they the ones really? Are they your governors?
No.
Are they the ones that have been looting your money and taking it to Switzerland and France and buying houses in Dubai? It is your governors, your own brothers.
Yes. No. The Edo youth has killed more Edo people more than the Fulanis in Edo State because of land dispute. But they don't talk about this.
The rate of killings by cultists in Edo State. Those cultists are not Fulanis.
No, they are Benin, they are Edo people, they are Yorubas and others. You know?
Why are we,
So we shouldn't turn a blind eye on all these things. We have to be talking about it. We have to talk about it. If the governor is a cultist or if the incoming governor is a cultist, let's expose him. If he is corrupt, let's expose him. Let's start talking about everything. That is the only way we can correct the situation we are today.
Yes.
If we start taking side, because we are related to someone or somebody gave me 5,000 before, 10,000 before, then I'm also exactly worst as that person.
Yes.
I have no right to condemn that person again.
Exactly.
So the Edo youth, the Benin youth have to start thinking, the Nigerian youth have to start thinking. Immediately you allowed yourself to be corrupt. It's like you are taking 10 years out of your life, wasted for nothing, because you cannot blame this person as time goes on for the mess he has created or she has created. Nigeria has everything it needs to build a nation. We have intelligent people. One of the most intelligent people in the world are Nigerians.
Yeah.
To say the fact. We helped the American government to become who they are today. We helped the English people, the United Kingdom. If you go there, these are Nigerians.
Yeah.
But in our own country, we are failing every day. Why is it in that way? Why is it that anything that's belonged to us, we just neglect it? We want this foreign something. In Dubai today, the money Dubai is making out of Nigeria, if people tell you, you won't believe. Only properties alone.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
So why can't we just take Calabar, for instance?
Yes.
And go and build a Dubai in Calabar. We want to go to Dubai. We love artificial aesthetics. Let's go to Calabar. No. There's your there. It's been abandoned. We've had the whole issue with Tinapa. It's been abandoned. Go to Akwa Ibom. The whole place is green. Let's put those things there. Abandoned. Yes. You go to some part of the north. You go to Gombe. You won't even believe it.
Yes.
Beautiful landscape is there. Abandoned. We are going to build Dubai. Yep. Something is wrong with our brain.
Yes. Do you know?
Our brains.
Do you know? I went to a Zoom last year in Austria here.
Yeah.
You know, I went to Zoom in Austria. Do you know what I found? I found a gorilla from Nigeria in that zone.
Wow.
Can you imagine? So many people doesn't even know that a gorilla existed in Nigeria. I found Cross River gorilla in the zoo.
If they find the gorilla, they will shoot the gorilla.
Yes.
Dissect it and share it for meat.
Yes.
We don't even know. You see, that's the problem. Because Nigeria needs reorientation.
Yes.
Serious reorientation. And that is why I'm always pissed off at the religious class.
Yes.
Because the majority of the problem we have in Nigeria today, it is these pastors and imams that caused it.
Yes, exactly.
Because they kept feeding the people with messages that of using their brains. And so we stopped doing critical thinking.
Yes.
We stopped critical thinking. And we started hoping on one sky god.
That is not coming back, just to say the fact.
It's a problem because and I've always said this thing, if religion does not bring development in science and technology, education, medicine, and all those things, then it is a useless religion.
Yes.
It is useless. Because we all go to Dubai and we go to Europe. Everybody wants to run to Dubai and Europe.
Yes.
Today. Why didn't the Dubai and the Europeans, why didn't they depend on the sky god?
No.
Why are they doing critical thinking? You build universities from church money. The church people can't even, church members cannot even
afford it.
It's not even my business. You choose to be foolish to give out money to one man instead of you to use your money to do something well.
Yep.
Today, all these men who were products of free education when the missionaries came.
Exactly.
When the missionaries came, are building schools that you cannot afford.
Exactly.
They are the ones that are helping these politicians to keep you people in a state of intellectual idleness.
Yes.
Because you believe in so many bullshit.
Exactly.
Critically think. And so when something is going on that you're supposed to think your way out of it or think through it, you are praying. I pray every day.
I do the same also.
I pray every minute. But I'm not going to replace prayer with I'm not going to replace common sense, critical thinking with prayer.
No.
I pray because I have faith. And I walk because I believe in the prayer.
Yes.
I will not pray and go and sit down.
And be waiting for miracle.
Waiting. It's not going to happen. It has never happened before. It will not happen.
What, sorry, not to break you. What I will suggest for our government, let us replace religion with technology in our school. And you see how Nigeria will start moving forward immediately. That's what the Europeans did.
Religion is supposed to be a personal thing.
Yes.
What I believe in is supposed to be a personal thing. Immediately you begin to bring religion into your educational system, bring it into politics, bring it into the business environment, you are a failure.
Exactly.
Because an average Nigerian wants to start a meeting, he prays in the beginning of the meeting.
Yes.
Spends the whole process of the meeting telling lies.
Yes.
We steal money from government, money that is meant to build hospitals and good roads. Then we go and give 10% to the church.
Yes.
Then we mount pulpits, hold mic, and give testimony. The Lord has been good to me. The Lord has not been good to you. You've been stealing from the people.
Yes. Okay, Honorable Vice President, I think we have to take a break today, and we'll be coming back for more, because this time around, because of the election that is coming up, we are going to be talking more about politics and also about tradition.
Yeah.
Because people are complaining that we talk too much about religion.
Okay.
You know, so that we are attacking them in some ways. Yes,
no,
but Yeah, we are not attacking you people. It's just a sort of advice, a sort of life experience we have been having, what we saw in other places that we are bringing to you people. So we have to stop for today. We will be coming up with more. Just try to follow us, subscribe to our page, follow us in YouTube and others social media. And we are going to be revealing so many things to Nigerians to let them know why they should choose the candidate of their choice without letting anybody to corrupt them.
Yes, exactly.
Without selling their votes.
Exactly.
Why it's very important to stay away from violence, election violence. Not to intimidate anybody or do anything that will create chaos in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Our hearts go to the people, to the relations of those who lost their life in the Kaduna train bombing.
Yeah.
And to those who has lost their lives in any form, yesterday, tomorrow, because one of our members here in the house lost his brother yesterday to a road accident. We also condole with him, so take heart, and we'll talk to you later. So please, honorable members, honorable viewers, maybe the vice presidency has some few words of encouragement for you people. And
I want us to hold fast, believe in God, believe that God making us Nigerians not by accident, believe in yourself, believe in your ability to do what is right.
Yes.
And go out there and do what is right.
Exactly.
I want us to build unity, build cohesion, and keep going on with the spirit, the Nigerian spirit, the spirit that says we grow by lifting others up. And please take your security seriously. It's very important.
Exactly.
Take your security seriously. I beg you all. Right now, we are living in perilous times, and begin to prepare yourself. Your PVC is not for opening bank accounts.
Yes.
It is for both,
Exactly.
Yourselves. Look critically and begin to have discussions among yourselves. We are going to get it right in our own time. And we are going to bequeath the coming generation in a better country. It's our responsibility to do that, and we are going to do it. Please, like Mr. President said, subscribe to our YouTube page, Benin Empire Advancement League.
Yeah.
Subscribe, watch our videos, help us share our videos. Please, we need you guys to subscribe. Everything you see us doing here is from our own personal pockets.
Yes.
And if you think you like what we are doing and you want to support us, please contact Mr. President. You want to make a donation anywhere you are in the world, contact Mr. President. If you think you want to be a part of our organization, send us a message. We have a WhatsApp group where we interact with each other and promote each other's business. That's one of the reasons why this organization exists.
Yes.
To help each other grow. So please join us, be a part of what we're doing. Whether you are an Ebe, you are a Ga, you are a Dangbe, you are a Esa, you are Bini, you are Ika, Robo, Ishekiri, wherever you are. We are all Benis.
Exactly.
The same ancestor. So please join us anytime we are live. We also, want to hear from you. The feedbacks are very important. Your advice is very, very important. We welcome every opinion, every opinion.
Yes.
So take our time, write us, join us, share our videos, subscribe to our page, and may God bless you. Happy New Week, everybody.
Thank you very much, Honorable Vice President. I really enjoyed your comments and everything you did today. It was very, very grateful.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. thank you, and we see you people soon, and we will talk more about politics, also a little bit about religion, because we cannot really differentiate between both in Nigeria as it is now, because everything has to do with politics and religion. Okay, thank you, and have a blessed Sunday. To the Benis and to the Edos, I say, okay, bye-bye. Oba talk by is so okay. Okay, sir. Bye-bye. Have a great day.
Thank you, sir.
So where is it not ending?